Take seats.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to introduce members of the dais assembled here this morning. To my right, the Commanding Officer of the Police Academy, Deputy Chief Scott Luce, the Commanding Officer, Applicant Processing Division, Deputy Chief James Murtaugh, Chief of Patrol, James Hall, Chief of Department, Joseph Esposito, the Police Commissioner of the City of New York, the Honorable Raymond W. Kelly, the Mayor of the City of New York, the Honorable Michael R. Bloomberg, Deputy Commissioner, First Deputy Commissioner Rafael Pinero, Deputy Commissioner of Personnel, Arnold Wexler, Deputy Commissioner of Training, Dr. James O'Keefe, Supervising Chief Surgeon, Dr. Eli Kleiman, Commanding Officer, Police Cadet Corps, Deputy Inspector Michael McGrath, and President of Patrolmen's Benevolent Association, Patrick Lynch. This is our days. We thank you for being here. It's indeed my honor now to introduce the Mayor of the City of New York, the Honorable Michael R. Bloomberg.
Thank you. Commissioner Kelly, distinguished guests, good morning and Happy New Year. I hope you all started your new year as I did. Before 2013 was 5 minutes old, I'd been kissed by 10 Rockettes in the middle of Times Square. If you didn't have that experience, I'm sorry, but that's it. Somebody's got to do it. It's tough work, and I did it for you. Anyways, as fun as that was, it is mornings like this when I look out at young men and women who are bravely committing themselves to protect our city that I really have a smile on my face, and I feel most optimistic about the next year and about this city. And I'm very proud and happy to say you're joining the NYPD at one of its proudest moments in history. Thanks to the work of the finest, we just completed the safest decade since New York City began keeping records. And we did it while grappling with the worst economic downturn since the Great Depression, while the city's population continued to rise, and while the NYPD's responsibilities extended significantly into uncharted territory in response to the threat of global terrorism. In 2012, the NYPD built on its incredible track record. The department continued to drive major crime down to historic lows. It's down by 32% in the last 11 years. And last year, the NYPD helped New York City set a new record low in the number of murders. That's right, the number of murders last year was lower than in any time in the last 50 years. Murders were down almost 19% last year compared to the year before, and down 35% from where they were 11 years ago when our administration began. These accomplishments, I think, are real testaments to what this department is capable of. But as remarkable as they are, we know we can do better. And I have no doubt that this group will help us continue to raise the bar. You're a class as diverse as the communities you'll serve. You hail from more than 50 countries from every corner of the world. You come from a variety of backgrounds and have followed different paths to get here. But there is something you all have in common. You have the courage, you have the determination, you have the sense of duty that drives a select few in our society to join the NYPD. And that's why it really is my honor to stand here before you. Now make no mistake about it. The career that you have chosen is hard work. It is physically demanding and it's unpredictable. You'll take risks that the rest of us in the civilian world can barely imagine taking, and that we're reminded of far too often. Just last Thursday, three of our finest were shot by armed criminals in 2 separate incidents within an hour's span. Police Officer Lucas Kazicki, Michael LaVey, and Juan Picardo. I visited all 3 in the hospital that night. It looks like they're all fully recovered, thank you, thank God. But too many New Yorkers continue to lose loved ones to gun violence, including the families of police officers, like Katrina Navias, who is being sworn in today. You should know that her father, Lieutenant Federico Navias, was tragically killed in the line of duty back in 1996. Katrina, where are you? Stand up, raise your hand to do something or other. There you are. I can't tell you how much I admire your bravery and your willingness to serve. As a father of 2 daughters, I can tell you, I know your father is looking down right now and is so proud of you. So on behalf of 8.4 million people, and I hate to single you out among all these people, but you go get them, girl, and thank you for everything. I promise you today I will do everything that I can to ensure that you and your fellow officers can return home safely to your families at night. You have the best police commissioner this city has ever had. He has been police commissioner twice. He was appointed by David Dinkins many years ago, and then by me when I came into office. I picked the right guy, and it's one of the reasons why this city's police department is known around the world as the finest. And I promise you, I'll do everything I can to push our leaders in Washington to help pass common sense laws that will try to help us take illegal guns off our streets and out of the hands of criminals. Every single day, 33 Americans are murdered in our country. It is a national tragedy. 33 Americans killed with guns. In recent weeks, we've heard some people say that the only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. But the truth is that sometimes the good guys get shot, and sometimes they even get killed. And we owe it to you, the good guys, to protect you, to do whatever we can to let you come home to your families safely, just as you do everything you can to help protect the rest of us. Instead, Washington is letting the bad guys shoot our police officers, our children, our neighbors, and that has to stop right now. And there are immediate steps our legislators can take to protect our communities and our police officers. And I will say I was encouraged yesterday in Albany to hear Governor Cuomo's proposals to strengthen the state's laws in his annual address. And I look forward to working with him to push our state and national leaders to take action. And I promise you I won't stop until we've seen results. Now, all 830 of you have the gratitude of our entire city. And that's not all you'll have. You'll also have the very best equipment and training, the very best leadership. You'll have the support and wisdom of your brothers and sisters in uniform. And working together, you'll help make the nation's safest city even safer and write a new chapter in the history of New York's finest. And now it is my duty to swear you in. Raise your right hand.
Ready, move!
And repeat after me. I do hereby pledge and declare.
I do hereby pledge and declare.
To uphold the Constitution of the United States.
To uphold the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of New York.
And the Constitution of the State of New York.
And faithfully discharge my duties.
And faithfully discharge my duties.
As a New York City police officer.
As a New York City police officer.
To the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Ready, front, take seats.
I know the next 6 months are going to be challenging, but they're also going to be for you extremely rewarding. Remember, you have the courage to do something that most people don't have. And you have the opportunity to do something that most people don't have. The ability to really make a difference for yourselves, for your families, for all of the people who live in this wonderful city, and actually because we're leaders for all of the people around the world. Good luck, work hard, and I will see you at your graduation. God bless all of you, and God bless the NYPD.
And thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's now my pleasure and personal pride to introduce the Police Commissioner of the City of New York, Novel, Raymond W. Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and let me add my congratulations to all of you. I think you've made a very wise decision in joining the New York City Police Department. You're joining a team that has surpassed all expectations, driving crime down to record lows, protecting the city from terrorism, forging very strong relationships with the many, many diverse communities that we serve in New York. And I just want to reemphasize and reiterate some of the statistics that the mayor gave. Through very, very hard work, your fellow police officers have driven crime down by 32% in the last 11 years. At the same time, they took on the added obligation of protecting the city from a terrorist attack. Murders, as the mayor said, as low as they've been in half a century. Shootings are down to the point lowest they've been in 20 years since we started to measure it. And it was all done in a very, very demanding economic climate. And we want to build on those successes. We don't want to rest on our laurels. We want to continue to move forward, and you'll be in a position to help do just that 6 months from now. Now, some of you served as police cadets. I want to thank you for your service. We're going to present you with achievement certificates after this ceremony. Some of you served as traffic enforcement agents and school safety agents. I want to thank you for making our city safer, doing a very effective job. Many of you served in the military, and I can assure you that the discipline training that you received is going to be a help in the police academy. And as the mayor said, many of you, over 200 of you, were born outside the United States, and that's going to give you a unique perspective on the most diverse city in the world. Most of you live in the city, and that will give you a head start in understanding the very complex environment that you'll be policing. But regardless of where you're from or what you've done before you got here, you all have valuable skills and life experiences that are going to help us do our mission. And we're very happy that you're coming on board. Now, Monday, you'll be reporting to the Police Academy, and that's when you're going to start your transition from civilian to police officer. In 6 months, you'll be hopefully in the best physical shape of your life. You'll be able to handle everything from noise complaints to traffic stops. You'll understand the law as it pertains to domestic violence incidents or how to handle an emotionally disturbed person. You'll be able to effect arrests, to issue summonses. You'll have an understanding of constitutional law. You'll be aware of courtroom procedures. You'll have an in-depth knowledge of the city and its many, many diverse communities. You'll be able to administer first aid and CPR. You'll know what to do in the event of a terrorist event. In short, you'll be prepared to patrol the greatest city in the world, and you'll have a front row seat to perhaps the greatest show in the world. Now, there comes a time in most people's lives when you say, what have I done to make the world a better place? What have I done to sort of improve society's lot? You'll be among the few, the privileged few, who'll be able to say, I became a New York City police officer. As I say, I think you made a very wise choice. Your future is bright, and I too look forward to being with the mayor in July when we celebrate your graduation from the Police Academy. So until then, work hard, study hard. The best of luck to you in all that lies ahead. Congratulations and welcome to the team. Thank you.
And thank you, Commissioner Kelly. As the mayor and the commissioner mentioned, we all wish you luck and success in your new career in the New York City Police Department. Thank you.